Welcome back, you beautiful brain-battered barbarians. I'm your Karen Concolos with the Kung Fu grip, GG Grotesque. Tonight's experiment comes straight from the depths of nerd hell, a creation so broken, so mathematically cursed, that even the zombies are filing complaint stage R. I call it the Nerd-barian build. A creature of pure contradiction. 50% brain, 50% brawn, and 100% batshit power. So grab your safety goggles and your protein shakes because we're about to turn the apocalypse into a science fair massacre. Let's talk about the most broken build in 7 Days to Die version 2.4 and how it works. We all know the sledgehammer builds are king right now, but with the power of the sledgehammer and a splash of smarts, you can make a build that'll have you outscaling entire zones before your second blood moon. That's right, while everyone else is bonking zombies for scraps, you'll be reverse engineering godhood. Let's talk about what makes this freak of a build tick. Now, when I do these builds, I'm not playing on your grandma's difficulty. I'm playing insane, nightmare, feral sense, baby. The kind of setting that makes grown survivors cry into their bedrolls. So what you're about to see is 100 perk points deep, 7 skull POIs, pure chaos, and more neck-snapping, blood-gushing, limb-launching gore than your local meat department can legally allow. Alright, let's start with the brains before brawn. Take Intellect attribute to 8. This unlocks Intellect Mastery rank 3, and that's where things start getting deliciously dumb. At rank 2, you get a 25% chance to find a book when looting an item, except Bird's Nest. Apparently birds don't like to read gun magazines. At rank 3 though, the heavens part, and you get a 50% chance to gain an additional skill point when reading a magazine. It's basically the apocalypse's version of a buy one get one free Halloween clearance sale. Then dump 3 points into physician, that juicy perk that gives you a little extra healing and extra XP for fixing yourself up. You're now officially a certified brainiac with a sledgehammer minor. Now that you flex your intellect, it's time to pump up those meaty muscles. The Nerd-barian thrives on raw, unrivaled power. Crank your strength attribute to 9. Then slap on a cigar mod to your armor and boom, 10 strength achieved. Now grab 5 of 5 Skull Crusher because nothing says higher learning like a 50% dismemberment on headshots. Dismemberment? Question mark? That's your execute mechanic. More valuable than raw damage and 10 times messier. Next, grab Pack Mule 5 of 5. This gives you more carry weight and a 25% chance to ignore damage. Super chef's kiss because real barbarians don't skip leg day or inventory management. 5 of 5, big and fast, reduced stamina on swings, faster attack speed, and yeah, this is where the build starts to go. And don't forget 5 of 5 strength mastery for an extra 50% dismemberment, a 25% damage reduction after every kill for 5 seconds. You'll be creating more flying heads than a malfunctioning guillotine. Now, no build's complete without a little staying power. You need endurance, stamina, and the willpower of a caffeinated ghoul. Max Fortitude to 10. Grab 5 of 5 siphoning strikes for chunky health regen on headshot kills. Max out Fortitude Mastery for even more stamina and the ability to cleanse bleeds every time you dome a zombie. Then it's Pain Tolerance 5 of 5 for another 25% damage reduction. Stack that with Strengths killing blow buffs and you're shrugging off hits like a tank made of beef jerky. Toss in Cardio and Iron Gut 4 of 5 for food, water, and stamina management, and sprinkle in a little bit of Healing Factor at 3 of 5 for a sweet passive regen while you're knee-deep in zombie mush. Finally, Heavy Armor 4 of 4 to balance out movement and stamina penalties, because what's the point of looking cool in your apocalypse armor if you wheeze after 2 swings? Alright, you've got the perks, now let's dress this brain-buffed brute. Your weapon of choice, rank 6 steel sledgehammer. Your bonk stick, your thesis defense, your key to zombie enlightenment. For your headpiece, slap on the Nerd Helm. It's 20% XP gain, plus another 10% from an XP mod. That's 30% XP just for your headgear. Pair that with Sledgehammer's double XP on kills, and you're sitting at 230 XP per kill. Now, if you add a learning elixir and Night Stalker Volume 6, you're rocking 255% XP gain at night. Sweet. Oh, succulent. Statistically illegal gains, right? You've basically become a walking SAT test that hits like a truck. Now, your chest piece, the Nerd Chest Armor. This bad boy gives a 50% extra skill chance from magazines. Combine that with your Intellect Mastery, and you've got a 100% chance to get double skill points from every mag. So go ahead, put on your reading glasses, Grandpa. It's time to study something other than that crusty Playgulf magazine from 1978. Moving on to the boots, go with the Nomad set for that movement speed. Add in your urban combat magazines and you'll ignore armor restrictions while in combat. You'll be doing zoomies around the undead before they even finish groaning. For gloves, we're using the Assassin gloves. Yes, it's medium armor. Toss on some banding mods for that extra boost in defense. This is less defense than what I normally use, but it has way more attack speed. And that's what this build thrives on. More hits equals more executes equals more XP equals more Nerd-barian noise. And let's not forget, the Brawler book set adds up to 5% more raw damage on top of it all, stacking with every kill up to 3 times for a 15% damage increase. It's the gift that keeps on maiming. Now, I know what you're thinking, but GG, you're showing in-game chaos. How does this thing handle early game on Insane Nightmare? Simple answer. Look right there in that little video box. That's me running early setup, leveling like a mad scientist. By day 7, you'll be around level 30 if you're playing it right. And for my warrior difficulty folks, this build will have you owning Horde Knight with all kinds of nerdy gadgets, gizmo, and gear. Crafting, smashing, scheming, it's the best kind of science experiment. One that ends in screaming. And that, my decaying disciples of destruction, is the Nerd-barian build. The perfect fusion of big brain power and big bonk. A build so powerful it makes the apocalypse feel like a group project where you're the only one doing the work. You can also catch me on my Twitch channel, grinding zombie skulls at twitch.tv/gggrotesque. I play 7 Days to Die over there every Sunday and Monday night starting at 8 p.m. EST. Well, ghoulies, that does it for this concoction of chaos. I'll see you next time in the wasteland, where the brains are big, the muscles are bigger, and the blood spatter, well, it's absolutely beautiful. If you enjoyed this build video, grab your sledge, sip your elixir, and show those zombies that nerds rule the wasteland now. Then smash that like button and crush that subscribe button for more build videos. And until next time, and until the next video, stay spooky.